Whiskey Hotel Papa. November 4, Whiskey Hotel Papa.
Roger. What's the name there?
Roger. What's the name there?
Name here is Will, Whiskey India Lima Lima. I believe we spoke a couple of weeks ago, over.
Yes, sir, Will. What radio are you running today, sir?
Yes, sir, Will. What radio are you running today, sir?
I'm running the IC746 Pro, over.
Roger. And what's your location, sir?
Roger. And what's your location, sir?
I reside in Buckingham, Virginia. And I'm currently running a 136-foot long antenna. So, good to know I'm getting over there, over.
Okay, let's see, is that 746 Pro, is that a more modern radio or what?
46 Pro, is that a more modern radio or what?
It's an older radio. I think it was released in the early 2000s. I couldn't exactly tell you, but it doesn't have a lot of the modern stuff that a lot of the other, HF radios have. It still has a lot of the basic things in it, over.
Okay, so we'll just let that transmit bandwidth slide. You might delve into that if your book talks about that at all, the transmit bandwidth. We want that, if it's adjustable, we want that in the highest resolution possible, so that transmitter will perform at its maximum capabilities up to 100 to 2900. That is called wide, and that's the one we normally prefer to have folks switch to if they can, and then that gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. But that being an older radio, it's probably a fixed transmit bandwidth, and so we just have to work with what we got. But your book would tell you, Roger.
What we got, but your book would tell you, Roger.
Roger that, yes. The TBW, Tango Bravo Whiskey setting. Yeah, I've got that on the radio. I have it set to wide. My compression is also set to 3 out of 10, I believe, and my mic gain is set 50%, over.
Roger that. Well, let's move on to the ALC, and with mic gain in hand. And as you say the word audio, don't stress it, just say it like you would say any other word in a Qso, and adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is running at 2/3 or 7, whichever comes first.
Running at 2/3 or 7, whichever comes first.
Copy that, yes. I'm not sure how to change the ALC on this, because it doesn't matter which setting I change, the ALC just maxes out, over.
Your mic gain controls your ALC level, so turn your mic gain down about 10 clicks, and let me listen to you.
About 10 clicks, and let me listen to you.
Okay, so bring it up to 50%. Bring that mic level up to 50%, Roger?
To 50%. Bring that mic level up to 50%, Roger?
Here you go. This is 50%, over.
All right. Go to 45%.
Go to 45%.
It should be 45. I'm not sure. It just has a little dial. It doesn't click or anything, over.
Roger that. And that is a hand mic, Roger?
Roger that. And that is a hand mic, Roger?
Yes, it is a hand mic.
Okay. Did we discuss last time that you would use that hand mic by pulling it to the corner of your lips and talking across it, Roger?
To the corner of your lips and talking across it, Roger?
Yeah, I do that most of the time now anyway. I've been trying to not, keep it directly, but just talk across like a bow thing. That's what a lot of people say to do with the bow thing, so I've just kind of learned to carry that along with the, with the hand mics on the regular radios, over.
No, that's the best way, because you don't disturb the if it's an electret condenser mic, they're very sensitive. So by working, actually touching the corner of your lips, you're not building up a bunch of pressure pops and mouth noises for that mic to work around. It's just very much clearer by just touching the corner of your lips as you with that microphone as you talk. Roger?
The corner of your lips as you with that microphone as you talk. Roger?
Copy that, yeah. You don't want to talk directly into it, because that's a lot of extra popping and whatnot. Yeah, I believe about 2 weeks ago I was talking to you on a 857, Yaesu FT 857. Figure out some settings with that. Figure out the TBW with that one. I cannot find the TBW setting on that radio at all. And that is a more modern radio. It's not like anything from the 70s or 80s or early 90s. It's right around the same year as this radio that I'm using right now to talk to you, but this was just the one that was set up, and it's too wet outside to talk outside. Portable, over.
Hey, Roger that. And then can you get to your equalization, your equalizer?
Your equalizer?
The equalizer on this radio, over.
Roger, equalizer, tone control board, whatever.
Roger, equalizer, tone control board, whatever.
I'm not sure. I might be able to. I'm not exactly sure on that.
Roger. Well, let me just give you some note there about that. We need a little more top end, a little more treble. So I would say a +4 push on your treble equalizer, +4 on your treble equalizer. If you can adjust the width, we want a 4. Want a 4 on the width. If you can adjust the frequency, we want 2.7 kilohertz. So there you go. That's the parameter of the treble equalizer. +4 clicks boost from where you are. If you can adjust the width of 4. And what was the other one? Anyway, so moving down to your mid-range control, we want that flat or off. The mid-range control should be number 2 and should be flat or off. Roger?
Number 2 and should be flat or off. Roger?
I think I copy that. This equalizer thing is kind of new to me. What are some common names for that particular setting, over?
Well, now it depends on what kind of equalizer you have. If you have a more involved equalizer, just jot this down. We want everything flat from 400 cycles up to 1.5 kilohertz. Want everything. If you have, a more involved equalizer, we want all those equalizers flat within that range, and then your treble EQ. If you can change it to 2.7 kilohertz, do so. A width of 4 and +4 clicks from where you are. Boost, Roger.
And +4 clicks from where you are. Boost, Roger.
Copy that. Yeah, I just went flying off frequency trying to change something. There's something here that says SCP, but I think that's just for scanning the band. And then I see this little thing here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can change some stuff here.
Well, probably need to check with your book there. And since you have your compressor processor on, you'll probably be in the P set of controls. If it has a P set of controls, those are the EQ controls that you want to use, Roger.
Those are the EQ controls that you want to use, Roger.
Okay, I think I have it set to 2.7 kilohertz now. How am I sounding? Over.
It's coming along. What can you go higher than that on that number 3 EQ?
Go higher than that on that number 3 EQ?
Not frequency-wise, but push-wise.
Hang on, let me see.
Yeah, not frequency-wise, but push-wise. Can you go to 10 or something?
Push-wise. Can you go to 10 or something?
I don't think so, no.
What's the highest you can go on your treble EQ control?
What's the highest you can go on your treble EQ control?
Yeah, the compression is set to 3 right now.
Yes, Roger. So what's the... on that treble EQ, on your EQ page, what's the highest you can go on that EQ number 3, treble control?
On that EQ number 3, treble control.
The highest I can do is 5.
Okay, go ahead and put it on 5. Go ahead and put it on 5, Roger. And then I want you to tell me about the best thing you like about your radio, Roger.
Tell me the best thing you like about your radio, Roger.
Yes, right now I have it on 5. My TX, I believe it'll also go, and is set to +5. I believe it'll also go down to -5 or -5. Over.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Now your mid-range EQ control is flat or off. Is that a Roger?
EQ control is flat or off. Is that a Roger?
Could you repeat that again?
Your mid-range EQ control is flat or off.
EQ control is flat or off.
I don't think I can control that. The audio settings is kind of new to me, so I'm kind of. Hang on, let's see. It looks like I can. It looks like the only thing I can control is the TX bass and then the treble. Over.
Oh, okay. So that's only a two-band equalizer. Is that a Roger?
Okay, so that's only a two-band equalizer. Is that a Roger?
I would assume so. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, so where is your bass control at the moment? Your equalizer 1, your bass control. What is that set on?
Equalizer 1, your bass control. What is that set on?
+3. +3. Over.
What's the frequency?
It can go up to 5.
What's the frequency?
Okay, so like 2.7 on our treble, that bass EQ has a frequency control, and we'd probably want to set that on 200, Roger?
The frequency control, and we'd probably want to set that on 200, Roger?
Step what down to 200?
Your bass frequency control, your bass frequency control down to 200?
Control, your bass frequency control down to 200?
I'm not exactly sure on how to do that at the moment. I have to, I guess, read my manual. Over.
Okay, so just where you have the treble equalizer that you were just working on, just below that you may have your bass frequency control, Roger?
That you may have your bass frequency control, Roger?
I don't see that setting on here right now, over.
Okay, how about equalizer 1? Do you show equalizer 1?
Okay, how about equalizer 1? Do you show equalizer 1?
The only thing with like number 1 is a filter. And it's set to filter 1, over.
Okay, I missed part of that. So you do have equalizer 1, Roger?
So you do have equalizer 1, Roger?
I think you were saying something, but I think I might have lost you, over.
I'm right here, bud. Just see if you have 2 equalizers. The one was that treble one we just worked on, and the bass should be equalizer 1, the bass adjustment, Roger?
Equalizer 1, the bass adjustment, Roger?
Okay, yes, the TX bass right now is set to 1 out of 5, over.
Okay, bring that up to about a 3.
Bring that up to about a 3.
Alright, my bass is now set to +3 on single sideband, over.
Roger, can you adjust the width of that, like you adjusted the width of your treble? Can you adjust the width of your bass?
Can you adjust the width of your treble? Can you adjust the width of your bass?
No, I cannot. There is no setting there for that, over.
Okay, sounds pretty good to me. Go ahead and tell me about your antenna system again.
Sounds pretty good to me. Go ahead and tell me about your antenna system again.
Alright, so the antenna I'm running is a 136-foot long wire antenna. It's running on 9-to-1 balloon. So it's just a random wire. There's nothing special about it. I have probably at its highest point, it's about 20 feet at its highest. Well, actually, its lowest, it's about 20. And its 2 highest points, I would say, are at about 25 feet on both of the highest points, over.
Roger, Roger. I would run it just like that. I would run it just like that. Make sure you know where you were in the proximity to your microphone, right up onto the corner of your lips, and that just sounded really good, Roger.
The corner of your lips, and that just sounded really good, Roger.
Copy that. Yeah. So keep my microphone in the same proximity as my as I normally use it, and keep my settings the same and don't touch them. Now I got a question. Will the settings change on upper sideband USB, over?
No, they should not. Provided that you keep your compressor processor on. I think those were P control adjustments. So just keep your compressor processor on at a 3, Roger, and the EQ should stay the same.
Okay, so they should stay the same. Is that correct? There's some, I don't know if you're getting it, but there is some bleed over from another frequency that's kind of making it a little hard to copy you because you're right at the level of the noise, over.
Oh, Roger, yeah, somebody just plopped down there about a kilohertz off of my frequency. I've been on here for about 45 minutes, and they just plopped in about, I don't know, 1 kc off my signal, so pretty, not very wise, but what can you say?
Wise, but what can you say?
Yeah, this person keeps on talking. They're off a frequency. It's just that for some reason they're bleeding over, and it's making it hard for me to copy you. And like I said, you're already pretty deep in the noise for me right now. Over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I've got 5 SDRs that are already pre-programmed, so I can't very well move the frequency because it's just like I say, 5 of my SDRs are already tuned to this frequency, and it'd be a big hassle to try to move. I just, normally folks listen a little bit and see if there's, what the band situation is where they are, see if anybody's on their frequency, also see if anybody is in an adjacent frequency that might be disturbed by their signal. That's just amateur, good standing there is to double check what you're doing before you do it. Roger.
Double check what you're doing before you do it. Roger.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah. And in fact, in the general test that I took about 3 weeks ago, in the book it said you always want to make sure, if you're an upper sideband, you have at least 3 kilohertz between you and another person, so that you're not bleeding over into their conversation. And it has to be at least, you can't be 2 kilohertz over from them or 1 kilohertz over from them. And this would be like, if they're on 28.480, you would want to be on 28.476, I believe. And that would ensure that you're not bleeding over into their conversation. Over.
Absolutely, Will. Absolutely. Well, I think you got it, bud. Sounded mighty good. And if you can, why don't you check in next Friday, and we'll see what's going on. Roger?
Check in next Friday, and we'll see what's going on. Roger?
Roger that. Roger that. I have to check my schedule next Friday. I might be working. But we'll see. If I'm not, I will plug in the 840 to 857, and I'll try to explore the settings on that. And if not, I'm going to try to copy the settings from this radio over to that. Obviously, there's no way you can do it, but I'll see if I can find corresponding settings. And I'll check in with the 857. We'll situate it for the right audio. Over.
Hey, roger that, Will. Okay, and remember that if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Logbook will take you to this recording. I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, I intend on doing that. I watched the last video you put up a couple weeks ago with my audio, and that's pretty cool getting to hear yourself. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'm sure there's other people that are wanting to get in and get to you and make sure their rig is set right. So I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And 73. And, yeah, just hope you have a good rest of your day. Over.
Roger, Will, 73, sir. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.